I deserted my native habitat and moved to the Lambs Club on West 44th Street. One day while I was having lunch, a short man with a large head and hands strode to a few feet from my table and stopped short. His destination was the men's room, and he'd gone the wrong way. I knew who he was. His name was Frederick Lowe, Fritz to the membership, a Viennese-born ex-concert pianist and struggling composer. He came to my table and sat down. "You write lyrics, don't you?" "I try," I replied. "Well," he said, "would you like to write lyrics with me? My partner just went in the Navy." And thus, with a wrong turn to the men's room, I became a lyric writer on Broadway.
What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love.
I was told of a very good lyric writer named Larry Hart who was looking for a composer. One Sunday afternoon, I climbed the steps of his house and rang the bell. He wore frayed carpet slippers, a pair of tuxedo trousers, an undershirt, and a nondescript jacket. His hair was unbrushed, and he obviously hadn't had a shave for a couple of days. Larry responded to my music with enthusiasm. I listened with all the reverence due a man of 23 from a boy of 16. What really brought us together was our mutual conviction that the musical theater was capable of achieving a far greater degree of artistic merit. We had no idea exactly how, but we both knew that we had to try. I left Hart's house having acquired in one afternoon a career, a partner, a best friend, and a source of permanent irritation.
We'll have Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten Island too. It's lovely going through the zoo.
By June 1942, the zoo that was Larry Hart's life was wearing Richard Rodgers down. Rodgers wanted to make a musical of the play Green Grow the Lilacs, as suggested by the Theatre Guild's Terry Helburn. Hart refused. A month earlier, Oscar Hammerstein had happened to pitch the same play to his most frequent collaborator, Jerome Kern. Kern wasn't interested. Unaware of the coincidence, Rodgers asked Hammerstein, an old friend, to meet him for lunch. Rodgers. The Theatre Guild wants to do a musical based on a play they produced years ago. Terry Helburn feels there are some good elements for a musical and wants me to do the score. I wonder if we could get together. Why don't you read it and see how you like it? What's the play? Green Grow the Lilacs. I don't have to read it. I know it, and I'm crazy about it. I'd love to do it with you.
Many a new face will please my eye. Many a new love will find me. Never have I once looked back to sigh over the romance behind me. Many a new day will dawn before I do.
I remember you coming to my apartment on 72nd Street at Tommy Volando's suggestion. He called me and said John Kander is coming over to meet you. I was nervous the way I always am. Then we sat and talked for a while about writing music. I liked you immediately, and I had a hunch that you would be good for me. We decided, just as an exercise to see whether we liked each other and whether our tastes matched, to write the title song for a current Broadway comedy.